Hi there, welcome back to the Fruitful Bee. I have been a little bit quiet as far as posting goes. There's not much going on except for what's going on inside the nesting tubes. I have been cleaning up my shop and rejigging it, getting some better lighting, things like that, and now I'm working in my backyard, back jungle. So I've got some cool things happening that I thought I would try. Fruitful Bee is not just about mason bees. I am also wanting to develop awareness about the leafcutter bees and the summer berry bee, and other ones that are coming up. So I have something going on over here that I think you'll be interested in seeing, and I want to take you over to where I have quite a few of the mason bee houses, show you what they were up to. Well, I can smell that from here. It's working. So stay tuned and we'll show you what I'm up to. All right, so here what you are seeing is a whole bunch of different things that are going on. That was not a mason bee, was it? I don't think there's any out here anymore. I think they're done. But this is a commercial block that I have set up here to try and do some ranching. One of our smaller homes with the tubes in it. These are some reeds that I received from somebody who they just had way too many and they didn't know what to do with them all. The wife was getting upset with all these bees coming in the house looking for holes. Crazy. So that's where that came from. That's where this came from, and it's a one of the Costco homes. See if we can get in here closer for you. And as you can see, they filled up everything in this home. It's crazy. In fact, there are some homes here. Here's a good example. This one. That there is a hole that's drilled to take a tube. So it's probably 7/16, and they filled it. So just desperate for holes, and they had so many mason bees at their place. So I went over there one night and brought them over here. Probably going to lose a fair number of them just because as soon as you jostle them and the egg comes off the pollen ball, that's about it. So hopefully we didn't lose too many, but no, it's just a fly. So lots of stuff going on here. It's going to be interesting to go through it all. So they're pretty much done, I think. I haven't seen any around for a while. They're past their 6 weeks. So they had a good year. They don't like my commercial block. I think it's too much of a project style apartment building, so they went on to other things and found some other places to sleep and to nest. Let me take you over to this other thing that I've got going on. So as I said, I'm not completely married to just mason bees. Pollination is what it's about. Mason bees have a very short life, as all solitary bees have. It's only about 6 weeks. So you have these spaces throughout the summer that are 6 weeks, right? So if you take 6 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 weeks, let's say right after the mason bees are done, another bee comes out. They're only good for 6 weeks. Things overlap, but you get what I'm saying. So unless it's like a honeybee who's continually laying, the queen is continually laying eggs, and they're continually being fed. The honeybee grows up, comes out 6 weeks, same as the mason, but because they're continually being brewed out, they've got a continuous family going on. Another really great pollinator and a good, just a good garden companion is a hoverfly. It looks like a little wasp, It's got the black and yellow stripes, and it just bzz, 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 it hovers around. Very friendly. They'll come sit in your hand if you've got water in your hand. Well, there is a way to encourage hoverflies to come to your house, to your garden. And that is to have a very stinky bucket of just basically garden waste. So what we have, come on down here. You know what, I'm going to switch you around. It'll be better for you. It'll be easier to see what's going on. Let's go to the other. There we go. So here I have a bucket just full of garden waste, old leaves, grass, some dirt, and some water. And it's just underneath my rhododendron here, so I can catch some of the rain, but not get too hot. And it's kind of stinky. So I discovered one of these a couple of years ago and I dumped it out, and there were all kinds of gross maggots coming out of the thing. And I'm like, ew, that's yucky. So I then realized, wait a minute, what are these things? And they had this rat tail on them. So I Googled a rat tail maggot. Well, it turns out a rat tail maggot, which is, okay, there, no, that's a mealybug. It turns out a rat tail maggot is the larva of a there he is. Isn't it a beauty? Look at that thing. So yeah, okay, I'm kind of silly. I get excited about rat tail maggots, but that's the sucker right there, and there are a bunch of them in here. So I'm just gonna put the water back up so he can be in his water again, because they're aquatic. So that is going to obviously hatch out into a fly, a hoverfly. So that disgustingness is going to turn into great pollinators. Now hoverflies are also good for, I believe they eat aphids. I might be wrong. So they're a good thing. All kinds of flies go in there because it stinks. So it doesn't, I mean, if you're 10 feet away, you can't smell it anymore. So my neighbors aren't going to kill me. Pretty soon I'm going to have a whole bunch of hoverflies around here doing pollination, helping with another set of pollination that needs to be taken care of, another lifespan that they will be involved in my garden and going other places and helping with pollination. So just another exciting thing going on here at the Fruitful Bee that I wanted to tell you about. Maybe not so exciting in your eyes. Anyway, going to get back out into this beautiful sun and get some more stuff done. Take care. Thanks for joining me.